Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. And today I got for you a somewhat unique watch. I recently picked it up just after Christmas, and I was very intrigued with this particular movement. And this Bulova is the Precision Series movement, model number 98B226. You don't see this very often, and I'm thinking it's because it's old watch, but I saw some images of this watch and I just had to have it. I like the combination of the black with the semi-brushed polished cushion case, and then the blue highlights of the second hand. Now if you noticed, you can see that second hand sweeping so smoothly, and one would think that this is an automatic, and it's actually not. It's a quartz movement. And if you read anything about Bulova and the Precision series, their movements are pretty darn smooth. I only know two movements that are as smooth as this, and that's the Bulova Precisionist and the Grand Seiko spring drives. And I think I just find myself, when I wear this watch, I just stare at that second hand. Look how smooth that is. And that's what I want to do, share with you guys. I never thought of Bulova. I've always been, the one-off divers here and there, the Seikos, I have a SAS as well. And then, the Panerais and whatnot, but this movement actually surprised me. I knew of the spring drives, but I didn't want to pay for a Seiko spring drive for like $5-6 grand when you're almost going into Rolex territory there for secondhand. So this particular watch cost me, I think, in Amazon was $249. And that's not a bad price. Retail on this, at least when I got the box and tag, it said $6.99. So they're heavily discounted. They do have another model, the 98B227, and that comes with the bracelet strap. And I actually preferred that one. So what I did was I reached out to a website, All American, and I'll probably link it somewhere here. In case you guys are wondering about parts for Bulova, and I picked up the 227 bracelet for this. I'm not too fond of the leather for this particular watch, just because if I do wear it to go swimming, the leather is not good for it. So I'll keep it for days that I want to use the leather, but I actually prefer the bracelet, and I'll show a picture of the 227. It looks like this, but it's got the red instead of the blue, and I actually like the blue a lot better. So anyways, let me show you real quick on this, on how this movement works with the Chrono. So right now it's in the timekeeping mode. And what you have to do is hit this button here, and what that will do is take it to the Chrono. So you can see that it leaves the second hand and it'll reset all the way to the 12 and get ready for Chrono. So right now you're in Chrono, and your typical Chrono start, stop, reset. So we'll start. And you can see there's two hands on the 12 o'clock. That's the, I believe, hundreds, thousands, and then the 1000s in the bottom. And then you can see the hand tick per second. And even that tick is still smooth. It's just pleasant to watch. So we'll leave it at, actually I'll let it go to 30. And to help save battery, when it hits 30, these hands here stop, just to preserve battery. And so we'll stop it here. Oh, and this is your minute, and then this is your hour. So we'll stop it, and then you can see that The blue hour lands on the 100. The white goes to the 1,000, or I'm sorry, tens, hundreds, and then this last blue arm is the thousands. If you want to go that precise. For me, I'll go with this normal stop or second hand, and then go with the minute and hour. That's plenty for me. And so now we want to reset it. And it resets it just fine. So we go back to the timekeeping mode. And you can see that it's speeding up, and what that's doing is just catching up to where the seconds are currently at. So there's another neat feature of this watch that I like, and if I haven't pointed out already, this watch is super accurate. And typically, and if you're all watch guys, when you set your time, most of you guys will pull this crown and wait until that hand goes to the 12, so you get your absolute accurate time to the second, right? So with this watch, if you unscrew the crown, as soon as you pull it out to change time, watch the second hand. It advances all the way to the 12 o'clock. And so what that will do is now you can set your time. So current time is 9:27. So we're actually at 9:27. But let's just say, we weren't, and we want to go 9:28. So what I'll do is I'll set this up to 9:28. And when my iPhone here changes to 9:28, actually I just missed it, so let's go 9:29. 9:29. And so when iPhone hits 9:29, all I do is just push this in, and then it starts to tick. So you get that absolute precise if you want your watch synced up with your phone. These are for all the OCD type people. This watch will definitely give you joy. So we'll give it a sec here. Once that 9:29 hit, I'll just push this in, and then we are off and running. There we go. And so now you're exactly at 9:29. So when your phone turns 9:30, this will be at 9:30. And we are good to go. Again, just look at that sweeping hand. No Rolex, no Omega. I haven't seen any of those automatics move as smooth as this. And it totally took me by surprise when I found out that this was a quartz. It's just beautiful. Some specs of this watch, I will probably leave right here. I didn't mean to make this a review or anything. If you do, I'll review it, but it's not a see-through back. It's a really comfortable watch. Just to see what it looks like on the wrist. Good looking watch. And if you can still find it, I've seen it for like $199. Let's go ahead and push this back. I think Amazon still has it for $249. And if they do, I'll link it below if you're interested. It's a really good buy. The 227s, which is the same but with the red, those are harder to find. You will find them in eBay though. They're a little bit more pricey. They're in the 400s. I don't know why. Maybe it's the bracelet. But it's also nice. Has the red. So I actually prefer the blue, but that's preference there. These are not any push pins, they're just design. They have them on this side as well. So the only buttons are these two, this one, and then you have your crown. There's no rotating bezel, it's a fixed bezel. So yeah, if you have any other questions, if you want more video on this watch, like I said, I can do a proper review. But for now, I'll just list the dimensions, and hopefully that'll be it. There wasn't any videos of this out there, so I thought I would just show it, you know. It's pretty cool. It's not a sapphire crystal, it's their own proprietary, kind of like a hard lick. I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing that right. Crystal that Seiko has. It's scratch resistant. Good enough, you know, can't complain. Anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, helps the channel. Alright guys, see ya.